Hey there, young bestie, and welcome back to Skein and Tell, the podcast that unravels it all. I'm your host, JF from Hobbii, and in today's episode, I made sure to pack a whole lot of yarn, a little bit of magic, and two incredibly talented guests, Irina and Ilaria from Amigurumi Adventures. Now, Amigurumi Adventures is their joint account where they share adventures, updates, and Cal news, but Ilaria from Irina Designs and Irene Strange have kindly agreed to sit down and chat about their upcoming collab with Hobbii Moonlight Magic Cal, a mysterious, whimsical, and totally enchanting crochet along that's launched actually last week. So I'm super excited about this one, and I hope that you guys will have a lot of fun having a listen to it. And yeah, if you love surprises and stitching your way through a story, this one is for you. So grab your hook, cozy up, and let's dive into the world of magical amigurumis with Irene and Ilaria. How are you guys? Welcome.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
So awesome that you guys could agree to have a little chit chat with me. I'm excited about this Cal coming up. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, let's get to it. Tell me about yourselves. Tell me how's the weather there? I know that you guys are placed in two different spots. So
well, we woke up to rain, and there's not been much rain over the past month, so it's a really good thing. But it's just grey and wet. And taking kids to school and back, grey and wet, and on the way back it will be the same. But that's okay because the plants will love it.
I'm in the south of Italy, and now summer is just starting kicking in. So it's just getting a little bit too hot, but not complaining yet.
Not yet.
No,
not yet.
You know, I lived in Spain my whole teenage years and my early, before I turned 20 actually. And I know what it means to live in a hot country.
I think some of us are not built for this kind of temperature, and I'm not, definitely not.
No,
my brain just shuts down. I can't think if it's too hot. I just, hide me somewhere.
So tell me a bit about yourselves and how did you guys get to join forces? You know, the UK and Italy, and now like here you are, full-blown collabing together on.
Okay, so we both started working about the same time. So I would say just before 2010, like 2008, 2009, and for the next sort of 5-10 years, we kept seeing each other's patterns in the books we collaborated in accidentally, and sometimes we were even in the same magazine issues and never actually talked. And then we were following each other on Instagram and, liking each other's posts, saying comments. And then Ilaria decided to suggest that we meet up. And of course, that was very nice. So we met up in person and just chatting around, walking around London, drinking coffee. And then we kind of came across the thought of, why don't we do something together? What can we do? And then what did we do first? Do you remember?
Yeah, Amigurumi Advent in 2018.
Yeah, so we've been doing things every year, a couple of times a year since then. And it's become like a little collaboration that's become almost a separate business to what we do in our own time. So we're calling it Amigurumi Adventures. And what we do is we organize mystery crochet alongs around different seasonal themes. So around Christmas, around Halloween, sometimes around Easter or spring. And just go from there. It's really fun.
Yeah. It explains a little bit why we are collaborating on this project together, you guys and Hobbii, right? So tell me a little bit how did you get in contact with Hobbii or what happened there? How did you get in contact with us? And then from there, here we are now planning this super fun Cal together.
I think it was 2 years ago when Jackie got in touch with me for our tiny collections. I actually have them here.
Thank you.
With sea-themed collection of 3 patterns, and they are actually still free on Hobbii website. And I mean, it was really nice. And we had these patterns, I think they were live a year ago. And then everything was fine. It was a nice collab. And then I think 6 months later, Jackie got in touch again, asking for Halloween crochet along, and I said Jackie, sorry, hear me out.
Yeah.
We have Amigurumi Adventures going strong on Halloween because we have a mystery cow. So I may have a deal. You can get 2 designers instead of 1.
Yeah. I remember you telling me like, oh, this opportunity came up, but I don't know if we can do it because we already have this. And I'm like, oh, can we do it together? Because like, yeah, why not? Join up forces kind of thing. And it seems like a really good fit.
It is a great fit. I actually saw, I mean, of course, I've seen the final project. I know what it is. I'm not supposed to say it, so I'm just going to But wow, it is. I'm also like, I think I'm a little bit biased because of the elements on the project itself.
Good.
But it's so...
Glad you like it. And now we are teasing everyone who's listening.
Yes, exactly. But okay, so let's talk about this cowl a little bit. Tell us a little bit about this what we call, or we named it, the Moonlight Magic Cowl, right? How do you think the community is gonna take it in? Because personally, I think it's a very, very special cowl. I've actually not seen this done before. Maybe it's because I don't crochet a lot of amigurumis, and if I do, it's like very basic stuff for my kid. You know, it's like fruit and vegetables, and you know, like little things he can play with and make and play food and stuff like that, right? So when I saw it, I was like, wow, I've actually never even considered this. Hasn't even crossed my brain as something to actually make for Halloween, you know, because you think Halloween, oh yeah, I'm gonna crochet some pumpkins, or oh yeah, like some orange, some purple, and then that's it, you know. Tell us a little bit how did it happen and what it is, you know, the hashtag Moonlight Magic Cowl.
Okay, so the brief was to design something for Halloween, and the brief was quite open. So we explored all the iconic elements that Halloween could represent. Mm-hmm. And we focused on something that is not overtly Halloween in the way you think of it commercially, but maybe a little bit more inspired by the atmosphere and the whimsy, and not so black and orange, black and neon. So it's a bit more interesting for people to make and do. And you know, combining all the different elements that we think are really iconic for Halloween in a way that is not expected is kind of what we do in our own projects, because we like to come up with original things if we can, inspired by classics or inspired by other things.
It's so original, honestly. It really is super original. I think that whoever's going to join this cowl is going to be mind blown at the end of it, honestly.
Our overthinking project and crochet projects sometimes get some results.
Yeah.
Because we start from, okay, this is the basic. This can be an Halloween classic. And then we start thinking, I mean, on the side of it, but what if we do that? What if we remove this classic element and we add something that is more unexpected, but it still got the Halloween vibe? So we've made a lot of sketches and even submitted more ideas to see which one kind of worked for Hobbii and for us the same way. And in the end, we can say that the wavelength was...
Yeah, I think we were on the same page.
Yeah.
And we tend to start out with an idea which then explodes into all the different options, and then gradually we bring it back into just like the very essence of the idea. But it's a bit of an exploration stage.
I also wanted to note that even though I know obviously it is your design, but it is so Hobbii at the same time because it's so playful. I feel like it represents so much our identity as well, of just playfulness and I love the little fun, spooky elements that you've added. It's so much fun. So what advice would you actually give to crocheters that are considering joining this cowl, that maybe, you know, are not unsure about either committing to a mystery project and are unsure about like, oh, I'm maybe not that good with amigurumi, so maybe I shouldn't do it, or, you know, what advice would you give?
I would say, if they don't know our designs, maybe the first thing is to take a look at Amigurumi Adventure's page and our pages, just to get the hang of our style, what we have already done, what kind of amigurumi we design. If the style is something they may like, because the style is, I don't want to say the same, but it's something that maybe you can recognize in between different designs. So if that's something that has got some appeal. And all the teasing and the photos and the communications around the crochet along gives some very big hints. Do you want to say something about the hints they may find around?
Just pay attention to everything that's being used to promote it, because there are little teasers and sneak peeks. You won't know the final thing, but you'll definitely have some very, very clear ideas of what elements we're putting in there. You know,
I actually have PAL pack here, so I just wanted. I got permission from Jackie to show it, like to show just the pack, not what's inside. Yeah. But it comes in this funky little tote bag, and I am a fan of cats, so I love this. I thought that this looked so cute.
Some big clues there, I think, on what we'll be making.
I mean, we said black, we said cats. The cal is called Moonlight. I mean,
magic.
The best part is that I actually had checked inside just to see, because I wasn't sure what there was inside. There's so many cool accessories too. Speaking of cats, there's these like limited, I don't know if they're limited edition or...
I think the colorways are limited, so only for this.
Okay, look at that.
They're so cute.
Look how cute. Oh, come on. Focus in. It's like little stitch markers with kikis on it.
Yeah.
Anything with cat ears, sold. I just love it.
Exactly, right? And then there is... Of course, we are allowed to mention that. Should we mention what it is? Or should we still keep it a secret? Because we're allowed.
It's something round.
Something round.
I think we can. I think we are allowed.
I think we're allowed. Because look, maybe people can already guess. I have this round metal...
shiny thing.
Little thing around my neck.
What could it be?
What could it be?
Around Halloween decoration. Who knows?
And I see that there's some polyester filling in here as well.
Nice. They're so dinky. I like it.
I love that you also don't have to think about this. You know, that you don't have to like sacrifice a pillow to make this happen, right? Yeah. Is there more accessories in here than the stitch markers and that? No, right?
There might be some other surprises, but that's maybe a secret.
Those are secret.
That's such a cute bag, though.
The material is really good quality. Like, I think that bag would last for years.
Yes, I was going to say, it's
very sturdy.
Super lovely, super lovely. Can you actually share a fun memory while designing this cal? Something fun that happened? Because also, how is it to design? One is in UK and one's in Italy. Like, how do you have like, you know, sessions where you just like meet online and then you're crocheting together?
Basically, we just have a messenger open the whole day long, and we just type in the chat to each other and brainstorm and just, you know, talk about our day. And sometimes what's really funny, we'll be thinking about things and then we'll end up typing exactly the same thing at the same time. But whoever comes first, you know, it comes out almost at the same time. And then, of course, we have to follow it with a jinx because, you know, you have to. But it's quite funny. It happens very often because we kind of very alike, I guess.
That's so wonderful that you guys are so synchronized. It's incredible.
But we've been working for 8 years now together. So it's
it explains.
We have synced our brains.
Because it's after a lot of chatting, a lot of brainstorming, and then we like to sleep on our ideas just to see if it was a sudden thought or it was just a very good idea. So the day after, we just kind of pull back all the things that we really, really like, and at the end, we just say the same thing.
Yeah.
Because it feels right. When it feels right, we just go for it. Yeah.
Do you usually decorate your houses for Halloween? You know, because I mean, maybe in UK it would make a lot of sense because it's like an English-speaking country. Halloween is quite big, but is it big also in Italy? Or
maybe it's getting a little bit bigger in the past few years, but I'm not such a house decorating person, actually. I kind of do things last minute. So if there is maybe someone coming in or a party or something, I can hang up some decorations. But I'm not that kind of person, which I really like that gets everything out for Christmas and Halloween a month before. I love that. But sadly, I'm not this person.
No, and it's not actually that big in UK yet. So there'll be some streets that go all out and they hire animatronics and they do smoke machines, but it's not very frequent. But you know which houses to go to because they always have a good show. But what I do is at my kids' school, I tend to help them decorate the hall, which is really fun. And then I'll supervise the Halloween disco and dress up, and then we'll go trick or treating for the houses that are decorated. But it's still quite new. I don't think it's really taken off yet as much as it has in the US, which is a shame. I think we'll get there eventually.
That's so funny because I also like Halloween. I was not that big of a decorator. Maybe I would put like a few pumpkins here and there. You know what I mean? And I would carve a pumpkin. Like I would always do that because that's kind of cute. You know,
it's fun.
We even had this pumpkin that we would make every year, and we named it Gregory. And it was Gregory the 1st, the 2nd. Now we're on. This year is going to be Gregory the 7th.
Nice.
Rise from the dead, or
but appropriate,
or be born. But I'm so excited now for Halloween. Now that I have Albert, you know, I feel like it's going to make much more sense for me to decorate and, you know, just prepare the house for Halloween and have like little spooky elements here and there. And he's a boy also. So, you know, he's like, really, wow, I'm strong and I'm brave and I can, you know, all of those things. So I think it's going to be very, very funny to scare him off a little bit and create these traditions with him. You know, still too small. He's not even gonna be 2 years when Halloween.
No, but you'll remember it.
Yeah,
at some cool
totally
because it makes it more special.
And I love that tradition that you go, Irene, to decorate the school hall and then like the Halloween ball. How cool is that? That's like
kids go crazy. You know, you get a glass of squash and you get 2 biscuits, and they always try to sneak in to get more biscuits, and then they'll have a little party bag of sweets to take home, and the teachers will put on a disco, and like it's just so fun. You know, just to wait till you get to primary school. It's brilliant. The best times.
So that is so cute. What about you, Ilaria? Do you dress up at least for Halloween? Maybe you don't decorate, but maybe you dress up or
boring. I'm so boring.
Oh, Ilaria.
If there's a party, I try to put a black dress and cat's ears, and I think that's the best I can do.
But I think we celebrate Halloween now by creating a mystery crochet along, and then we get a whole month of magic.
Well, and also, like, you're basically celebrating Halloween with everybody, you know, the whole community that is actually.
You know, it makes it more special to create it special for someone than just for yourself.
Do you feel like that's the most rewarding part of it, that people are joining and creating all together? Or do you think there's something else that is, I don't know, sparkling some joy there?
I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. It's nice when they tell us that they had a good time working at the pattern, because usually even the very tiniest small amigurumi takes time and effort. Yeah. And when they said that it was a good pattern, they enjoyed making it, they had a good time, that was nice, because it was time that they kind of spent with us. They had a nice time because of us.
Yeah, it just makes it so nice. Yeah, and just seeing the pictures and seeing people sharing and posting and liking is just so nice, because it makes you feel really good.
Yeah, I feel like it's like you are opening the door. It's like you're matchmaking. You know what I mean? Yeah. Matchmaking people with patterns. Like, they're together because of me. You know, kind of.
Yeah, and what's really nice, we sometimes get the same people joining year after year after year. Like, some have done all the Cal was done, so it's really good to see their takes on it and how their skills grow and how their picture taking changes year by year, and it becomes really like almost a mini community of just those kind of core people who do everything, which is like, we're so grateful for them to keep encouraging us.
Do you get a lot of feedback from them, or do you get feedback and then you consider that feedback for the next year? Or
we generally get really nice feedback, but just saying, "Oh, it was so nice. Oh, I made it or oh, I wanted to finish it, but I didn't have time, but I will.
Yeah.
So it's just like I loved it, and when is next? When the next one is coming? So it's like, of course, when we hear a lot of positive comments, we tend to kind of take notes, because maybe we sense that they may like a certain kind of vibe, patterns, theme. So we may think about doing something on the same line in a couple of years' time.
Take it all in like sponges, and it comes back as new designs in the future. Yeah, and it's fun. It's always nice to hear good things, because we're both quite shy, really. And it's good for people to say nice things about the patterns.
To me, you're such bubbly people, so sweet to talk to. I'm having like such a good time. Like, I can't stop smiling. My chin hurts a little bit now.
Oh.
All right, so let's just cover a little bit more about the design. Would you guys, if you had the option now to redesign it, what is one thing, each of you, what is one thing that you would change or do differently?
I don't know. I would be tempted to add more fluff, because I'm quite into fluffy things. So even more fluff than we've got already. Maybe I would,
Ooh, there's something fluffy.
There is something fluffy. You can never have enough fluffy things, in my opinion. Yeah.
I don't know. We've just closed this project. We've worked out the pattern, just handed in everything. So right now, I really want to stick in with that feeling of it's complete and it was not.
Yeah.
I don't want to change anything.
Oh, no.
Oh, does that make you feel bad, Irene, now that you're like, I want to add more fluff?
No, but like people can always add more fluff if they feel like it, But it's a
I think we can give this little other hint, because in this project there is kind of a base, then there is a main character, and then we have kind of little elements. These little elements are the playful part, because you can decide how to place them, how many of them, maybe change the position, even the size and the fluffiness. So it can be playful and gives a lot of room for customization. So
definitely,
it's not static.
I'm sure we're going to see a lot of customizations. People love to add their own touches to CALs.
Yeah, we love that.
Something that we need to like remind people. Of course, if you join a CAL, it doesn't mean you have to stick to the kit you get.
Yeah.
You can easily replace the yarns and still join it and still have a lot of fun, and still, it's a great way to join the community and create something together and find a space for yourself where you get to unwind, a few hours
definitely
with others. And another thing that's really great about CALs in general is that you can simply join them and get full on 24 hours almost help with it, because of the community behind it. So it's not like when you're doing a pattern alone and then you're confused and you need some help, and then you have to reach out to customer support, or you have to reach out to the designers and wait a day or two or three or a week to get help. It's like you get instant help. Have you noticed how in the CAL groups, it's like instantly you post a picture like, oh, I'm having trouble.
Someone is always there to help you. That's really nice.
It's so funny. Like I love that about Hobbii CALs in general, but also just CALs generally speaking, because somebody's always there.
I think crafting community, everybody loves to support and help each other, because we love solving problems. We want to help. We want people to be happy with their projects because we love it so much. Yeah. So even with our stuff on Instagram, you can always send us a message and a picture of what's not looking right, and we'll be there to help. Like maybe just because time zones, sometimes it takes a few hours to get back to people, but it's we're there if you need us, which is really good.
And that's also something very, very sweet and something to really give a shout out to. Because designers are busy people. It's like you're not a designer, and you're not just a designer. You are a designer, and you are a social media manager, and you are a bookkeeper, and you are inventory master, and you are you're like 1,000 things.
We care about that.
Yeah. Well, we want everybody to be happy with what they're making because so nice because we love making what we design. We designed it, so we want everybody else to enjoy it too. I thought of another thing that's good about joining a CAL is that maybe if you struggle with focus on projects, having the kind of pattern broken up into weekly chunks and having a deadline to work towards can be quite a good motivator. At least it is for me. So potentially, if you always have a lot of whips lying around that never get finished, having a deadline and a holiday to work towards will be a really good, little motivator.
As an introvert, I think there is another bonus point is that you can feel part of a community, but you decide how much you want to show up and put yourself out there. So even if you are a very private person and you don't want to share much, you can still feel that sense of community and just ask one question out of the blue, and you will find someone to support you and reply to you like it's your friend. It's nice.
That's two really good points actually to mention because that's not something we just mention when we talk about CALs. It's always like, oh, community, and you can chit and chat and this and that, but you can also be part of the community and feel like you're part of it, but not have to.
Yeah, everyone is welcome, and we are happy, whatever your personality and your way of putting yourself out is. We are happy if you're very chatty and sharing, or if you're not.
What is something that usually inspires you guys? Because I feel like as designers, you get inspiration from way different places than us crocheters and knitters that don't design. You get inspiration from magazines and from exhibitions and so forth. What do you feel like, or what experiences, or what what experiences give you spark these new ideas, basically?
I don't know. Do you want to? I guess to anything.
Is anything. Is everything around us. When we are working on a theme, so in this case was Halloween, so we usually focus on a vibe. So we think we want to get this kind of ambience, this kind of vibe. So we start thinking, so it's kind of like while I'm watching that movie, reading that book, or being in a city or in a place, and we try to immerse ourselves in this mood and try to think something that can fit in this vibe and match the vibe.
Yeah, and then it's just deciding which elements are the key and which ones we can skip, and then seeing how it all fits together. And for one-off projects, inspiration can literally strike you out of nowhere. Like you might be weeding your garden patch and then a cute bug crawls by and you're like, oh, I can crochet that. And then you just go off on a tangent and do a collection of little bugs.
I cannot.
Everything is inspiring. It's life, isn't it?
Becoming a boy's mother has taught me that bugs are very cute.
Yeah, they are.
That's so funny. Because before that, I was such a girly girl. I would be like, ew.
That's good.
But now, when I see a cute little weird beetle, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Look.
Just you wait. He'll be asking you to take them home and keep them as pets next. My daughter, anything she saw, the snails, the slugs, the ladybirds, she's like, can we keep it? Can it be my pet? And then she'll take it home in a little jar and we'll keep it for a day or two and then release it back in the wild. And everything becomes a pet potential. So
I'm
careful.
convinced that's gonna happen. It's
gonna happen.
That is how my boyfriend grew up. Like that's
and everything is cute, and it's got a little antenna.
And it's fine, whatever makes them grow to be empathetic and responsible and teach them some nice little lessons. Let's go for it, right?
It's really fun.
Hopefully he'll pick up crocheting at least.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
so my Lizzie just started crocheting this year and she's already writing her own little patterns, which is so cool. So it will happen. So she is about to turn 10. So over the past year, she's picked up a lot of crochet skills. So I'm training the next generation of crocheters.
Oh, that's so cute.
And she's got access to all my yarn, of course. And she's already loving it. So I think it's expose them early and they will love it.
Do you guys get feedback or ideas from your child, Lizzie? Or do you have kids, Ilaria, or kids around you? I mean, or family around you? Maybe a partner that gives you feedback on your designs, or
yeah. I mean, when friends or anyone knows that we have this kind of weird job, they say, "Oh my God, you should do that! Oh my God, this other thing, it would be so fun." The tricky thing is they often mention maybe cartoon characters or famous design, and you have to kind of stop them, say, "Hey guys, about copyright."
Yeah.
But it is fun. It's fun because you can see that they are vibing. They want to. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
They want to join in. It's so nice. Yeah, Lizzie now brings me little sketches and it's like, "Can you make me this? Can you make me this?" And then of course I can. And of course I try. But now I'm like, I can, but now you can try. You make it. And now she's going off and making her own things now. So, yeah. We do definitely get a lot of inspiration from them, from just little people around.
Grow to understand, don't touch my stash, Now I have this extremely, extremely complicated Fair Isle. I'm working on yoke with 5 colors.
Wow.
And let me tell you, I was gone for 3 minutes to the bathroom and I came back and it was just everywhere. You were just holding one skein, running to one side of the house, running to the other one with the skein in his hand, and then throwing it and picking something up. And what can you do? I was like, no, don't do that.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Stay calm. Breathe. Down inside. Like I saw flames in my eyes, but they don't know. So you just have to really teach them.
What I used to do is I used to have a separate basket of things I don't mind getting messed up, and then if I'm working, I would put that basket somewhere accessible, and then they can dig in and mess with those kind of, and then they get to play, and my yarn is safe that I'm working on. So
that is actually quite.
It's a bit like a separate TV remote from the TV remote that you use, and because they always want to hold what you want to hold.
Yes, and the TV remote is like what I told Sebastian. I was like, for Albert, for Christmas this year, we're getting him a TV remote.
Yeah, no, but they would honestly give them some keys. They love keys. They not the nice ones, the grubby old ones. They just go crazy for. It's like, I don't know. I guess pets are the same, like cats and things.
Do you have any special crochet projects that you are excited about, apart from, obviously, of course, the Moonlight Magic Cal? But, some other stuff. Maybe, I don't know, talk a little bit about your upcoming project and your cals and everything.
Yeah, well, what's coming up after Halloween, right? It's that magical time of the year. So we're kind of already thinking about that.
Yeah, I think we already mentioned that we usually have 2 big events each year as Amigurumi Adventures as a team. And we have the Halloween mystical that's called School of Magic. But this year we have an even more special one with Hobbii. And then for Christmas, we have Amigurumi Advent, which is basically like an advent calendar with an Amigurumi pattern for each day.
Every day.
From December 1st to 24th. So,
really?
And this is we started in 2018. So this is going to be the 8th.
I think so. It's the 8th year. So every year is a mini collection of 24 little patterns, and they come together within some big things. So like a big Christmas tree, or a snow globe, or like we had the Yule log one year, and we tried to make it seasonal and inspired by a theme that's related around Christmas, but maybe also about the winter season, and celebrate all the things we love about winter and
how big or small are the amigurumis actually?
So like maybe a little bit smaller than this. That's one of them from one of the past years. But it's different themes, different years. You never know what it's going to be because it's a mystery. But there'll be clues.
One year we decided to move our Christmas Advent in a fun party situation, and we had big cactus and a lot of fun amigurumi to hang on this cactus like it was instead of the Christmas tree, it was a Christmas cactus.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of greens and pinks and yellows.
That was
and
a
it
fun,
was all sparkly and fun.
Yeah, so if you want to see any of the previous things we've done, it's all on Instagram basically and on Ravelry. So you search up Amigurumi Adventures and it will show up all of the crazy things we've done the past few years.
Like, that is also so creative. A Christmas cactus.
That's cool.
And pinks and sparkles and that's and yellows, and then of course there's the classic red and yellow,
We do classics as well.
And then you have this crazy duo Amigurumi Adventures and that is just going full bazookas. Let's do it this year.
I mean, year after year is getting a little bit of a challenge to get something that's always new and inspiring, and of course that works as a collection.
Yeah.
So,
because we wanted not to have repeats. We wanted to be a new thing every time.
All right. Well, I mean, it's around the block. People can sign up to get all of the parts sent in their inbox. So it's everything's so seamless and smooth here.
Yeah,
so I think people are gonna have a great time, and I'm super excited for people to actually get their hands on the final design. I know that it's like 6 weeks and it's little by little each week, but it is so cool. It's such a whimsical and fun and spooky and that touch of crazy a little bit, if I can say crazy in the best way possible. So I really love it. I think it's very beautiful what you girls have designed, and
thank you.
I hope everybody will love it too, because we really liked working on this project. It's been really fun.
I'm sure people will love it. I'm super excited. So is there anything else you guys want to add to this little interview before we wrap it up?
I mean, I'd like to thank you, Hobbii, again for taking us this team of two, designing something that is fun but a little bit out of the usual amigurumi scenario. So it's fun to get the support, exploring something new and get something fun out there.
Yeah, it's been really fun to work with new people, and the team has been brilliant and supported us and answered all the questions. And we feel like this was a very smooth project, and hopefully the cow will be just as smooth. So
manifesting. We are always manifesting.
Oh yes, positivity. It will be great.
All right, guys. Well, everybody who is watching or listening to this, check out Irene's Instagram. It's Irene Strange, and also Ilaria's is Irali_Gray, correct?
Yeah.
And then your duo, where you host Cals twice a year, Amigurumi Advent, right?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome. And that's a wrap on today's magical journey with Ilaria and Irene from Amigurumi Adventures. We hope that you are just as excited as we are to uncover the secrets of the Moonlight Magic Cow, because come on, trust us. What's coming is adorable, it's mysterious, and just a little bit fluffy and sparkly. So big thanks to Irene and Ilaria once again for sharing their inspiration, their behind the stories, and absolutely contagious creative energy. If you want to join the fun, keep an eye on our channels, and don't forget to tag your creations with #MoonlightMagicCal so that we can all follow along. Until next time, honey, stay creative, keep stitching the magic, and yeah, that's about it. Okay. Love you, bestie. Bye.